the outskirts of the Metropolis Zone on planet Mobius. The Bob Beaky traveling circus, the secret hideout for Sonic and his band of merry rebels. Porker Lewis has activated a security field so no one will touch it while they're away. Dober, are you picking up the signal? Of course I am, Lewis. There's definitely some new kind of badnik somewhere around here. Just because I'm forced to operate inside this cramped little portable doesn't mean I'm not state-of-the-art.
There's no telling what kind of deadly badnik Robotnik has come up with. This time.
Oh my god, it's Mr. Blobby! It's the most horrific thing I've ever seen! Seriously, this badnik is pretty much a joke.
This is ridiculous! Mr. Blobnik better work, Grimer, or I'll have your head.
It can't fail, Master. Have you ever noticed that Grimer's name is pretty much the same as the Grimer Pokemon? Just a thought. Suddenly, a magical red square pops out of nowhere.
Grimer, the Brotherhood of Metallix have need of you.
Master, help me.
Metallix, stop! I command you! I am your master! You fool! Come back!
Seems that the Metallix are no longer under the control of Dr. Robotnik. Meanwhile, Mr. Blobby is still fighting Sonic the Hedgehog. He forgot to put the batteries in his umbrella. Just give him a good minute. However, the special zone is the location of Dr. Robotnik's old base, the Egg Fortress. We saw this in a previous video, I think. This is meant to be an automated factory designed to produce the ultimate Metal Sonic. What happened?
You designed us too well, Grimer. Our purpose has changed.
What is your new purpose? Not that you have to tell me if you don't want to.
Observe the main viewer.
That's the Miracle Planet. Once Dr. Robotnik thought he could use it as an energy source for the original Metallix.
That is correct. Now we, the Brotherhood of Metallix, require that power for our own purposes. You, Grimer, will help us to get it.
Kablamo, Mr. Blobby is destroyed. However, Sonic is nowhere to be seen. It turns out that the bubbles was actually the real plan all along. Mr. Blobby was meant to be a diversion. He was meant to be destroyed, which would then trap Sonic in a bubble and would take him straight to Citadel Robotnik.
So, you finally caught me, Robotnik. Now what? I suppose you plan to torture me or something.
It pains me to say this, Sonic, but I plan to let you go.
What? What sort of trick is this?
No tricks, Sonic. We must combine our forces. There is now an enemy so dangerous that it threatens to destroy us both. And if we fail, the Brotherhood of Metallix will rule all of Mobius.
Dr. Robotnik finally captured him, and he has to let him go.
You want my help? If this is some sort of trick.
It's no trick, Sonic. We are in great danger from the Brotherhood of Metallix.
Hey, that's right. The Metallix I met recently mentioned a Brotherhood. Look, Robotnik, just how many of these Metallixes are there?
I wish I knew, but I do know they've taken over my old base in the special zone. They're up to something. Not long ago they were here. They kidnapped Grimer.
Sonic resorts to taunting Robotnik, trying to get him to enter his old creepy base and rescue his creepy sidekick. However, Grimer was the one that created the Metallix program, so he's the only one who might stop them. He's also the only one that might make them unstoppable. Therefore, he has to be saved. All the entrances are sealed, and the only way in is through a star post.
Okay, Mutton Chops, I'll check your story. But if this turns out to be a trick, well, let's just say, I'll be back. Hey, good line. I must remember it.
Sonic makes it to the special zone, alright, and he manages to find an entrance hole. Seems that someone tried to break in here before. I wonder who that could have been. Within a few moments, Sonic is able to check most of the fortress, and he finds no activity at all. Until he reaches the main antechamber.
We four are the last to leave. Grimer, I will take the Alpha device now.
Of course, Emperor. I hope you like it.
If you have lied and the device fails to function, the Brotherhood will punish you, Grimer. You will not be able to hide
It'll work, I promise.
The Brotherhood's destiny awaits us on the miracle planet. Farewell, Grimer.
You can't leave me stranded here, in the special zone.
Don't know what that thing was Grimer gave to the Metallix, but something tells me it would be a real big mistake to let them keep it. Ta, Muchly, I'll take that, haha.
Oh, Sonic has got the stick, whatever the stick does. But there's so many Metallix they knock it out of his hand. Sonic does keep up the ante though. Uses one Metallix to destroy another and uses the stick to destroy the second. But don't know, the Emperor has got Grimer.
You will give the Alpha device to me, Sonic. If you fail to obey at once, I will destroy this creature.
Ha! Grimer's the enemy, pal. He spends time cooking up crazy bandits to try and kill me. Why would you think I'd do anything to help him?
Because you are a weak creature of flesh, you do not have the merciless nature of a Metallix.
Yeah, I've got to admit it, you've got me there.
Sonic, you saved my life.
We all make mistakes, creepoid. Now let's go after the Metallixes.
It's too late, Sonic. They're already on the Miracle Planet. And they have the Alpha device. The Brotherhood of Metallix have already won. The Miracle Planet appears over Mobius once a month. It stays for only 3 days before vanishing again. Nobody knows where. The awesome chain, awesome use of the word awesome. The awesome chain which connects to the Miracle Planet to Mobius has some special kind of magic. It looks hundreds of miles long, yet you can walk its length in only a couple of hours. Nobody knows how it works.
Never thought I'd have to go back to the Miracle Planet. Got stuck here for a whole month last time.
Yes, it was with me. It was so romantic.
Oh, look at them, bickering like an old married couple. Someone is communicating them on their portable device. But it's Robotnik. Sonic gave him access to their channel. Sonic defends his decision as, well, if they harness the power of the Miracle Planet, everyone's done for, so it's a temporary truce. Robotnik wanted Grimer to join the Freedom Fighters, but, a secret operation,
Listen, Walrus Chops, my operation is top secret. I don't want any of your cronies snooping around. Now, if you don't mind, we're kind of busy at the moment.
Oh, looky here. It's the Emperor of Metallix, and he's got a whole damned army.
This is the dawn of a new age for the Brotherhood of Metallix. Soon, the Alpha device will have drawn enough power from us to begin its task. And once fully charged, it will reshape the Miracle Planet, releasing its limitless power. We will be invincible. Intruder alert. 4 life forms detected.
They walked right into the middle of them. Fortunately, that month-long sabbatical Sonic took on the planet allows him to find various hiding places.
Go destroy the intruders. I obey.
The Brotherhood are bound to come after us, but my knowledge of these caves will give us an edge.
What? But Sonic, last time we were down here, you were lost for 2 days.
Ha! That's what I wanted you to think, Amy.
You were hiding from me?
You bet I was.
Suddenly, they hear noise. It's possibly a Metallix coming to find them.
Rats! They've only sent one Metallix.
There goes the plan.
Plans are easy. I've got 1 million of them. Just give me a second to think.
4 life signs, 10 degrees west, targeting. Fire!
It's only one single Metallix, but it sure does give them a run for its money. Johnny Lightfoot tries to hit it with its bow staff, and it snaps the bow staff in 2. Sonic knocks the Metallix off its balance. Apparently, Robotnik, off-screen, told him that one of the weaknesses of the Metallix's design is the weak neck. So Amy hits it with her micro crossbow thing. That was all the effort they needed to take out one. Imagine how they take out an entire damn army. However, the Alpha device is now fully charged. The destiny of the Brotherhood of Metallix begins here, for it begins to transform the planet into metal.
Emperor, I have succeeded in capturing Sonic and his accomplices.
Rejoin the others, brother.
It's not over yet. We'll find a way to beat you.
You are too late, just like that fool Dr. Robotnik, who imagined we would be content to serve him and his petty schemes. Soon, the Alpha device will complete the transformation of this world, converting it into a source of infinite power. We will build more Metallixes, and when we are ready, we will return to Mobius. One moment, brother, there were 4 life forms. What has become of the other one?
Emperor, I have succeeded in capturing Sonic and his accomplices.
Anomaly, something is wrong.
Emperor, I have succeeded in capturing Sonic and his accomplices.
Time to move. Hang on, guys. Now, Porker. Now!
Oh, but oh dear, if this doesn't work, we're really done for.
Kablamo!
Porker, old buddy, that was a beautiful sight. You remote controlled that Metallix just like you said. Boy, what an explosion!
You guys did the hard part.
You're too modest, Porker. We may have beaten that Metallix, but only you could have rigged it to explode.
The troubles aren't over yet. Their Metallix bomb was able to destroy the Metallix, but the Alpha device is still charged.
So let's yank that thing out.
No, I'm picking up an absolute massive energy reading. If this thing explodes, it's going to take the whole planet with it. The operating system is booby-trapped. If I close down the wrong program, well, I don't want to think about it. It took several long minutes, but he was finally able to discharge the Alpha device's stored energy to render it harmless. But it'll take some time before it's fully complete.
Time we don't have, buddy. Mobius is getting faint. The miracle planet's starting to fade. Which means I don't want to get stuck here again.
We'll come back here next month and see if things have worked out. But oh no, the Emperor Metallix, he still lives.
Alpha device reactivated. The Brotherhood of
Metallix.
cannot be defeated. It is our destiny to rule.
I've got to go back.
Porker, it's too late. The miracle planet has nearly faded away.
I've got to try. The Alpha device is operating again. I'm the only one who can stop it.
Hey, what's going on?
The Emperor reactivated the Alpha device. Porker went back. I couldn't stop him.
Well, it's too late now. The miracle planet's gone.
The Emperor seemed to finally collapse. I don't think Porker's in any danger.
Somehow I can't help the feeling that we haven't seen the last of the Brotherhood of Metallix. Well, it's a month before the miracle planet reappears. I guess we'll find out what's happened to Porker then.
Oh, whoa. Porker has been left on the planet. It'll be another month before we find out what happens to him. Did he really sacrifice himself to save everyone? We shall see. Whoo, boy, finally. Here's a little something. I've been working on this video since February. I recorded the back half of this video in March. It has taken very long to try and get everything together, all the voice actors, even a voice cast change. Oh man. Well, I'll let you continue on now by listening to the part of the video I recorded back in March. Good thing we have a time travel theme going on, so I'll just do that. See you in the past, losers. And now, the B stories. Here's a little thing for you. I'm actually recording this segment of the video first, because I won't have to wait for the people to get back to me. It took so long for this video to get made, they announced and released a new Sonic the Hedgehog game on April Fools. Play it. Play it now. Play Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog now. We need more Sonic the Hedgehog spin-offs. Anyway, Knuckles and Tails, The Revenge of Trog. Part 1 of the 6-part adventure. But we're only getting 4 parts today because screw you. In the Emerald Chamber on the floating island, Knuckles is cleaning up his bedroom because all the ancient security systems are jumbled into a big mess. However, these security systems detect an energy surge in the Mushroom Hill zone. Knuckles takes to his tube just in case the people are under attack. The refugee camp is basically calm entirely, but he manages to spot a green portal. It's Tails. It looks like he's in trouble. What's going on? Knuckles lands in the Nameless Zone. And it is evident that Tails was not in trouble. In fact, he was actually invited. Why was Tails in the Mushroom Hill Zone in the first place? Was he visiting the refugee camp? So, introductions are in order. Tails introduces Knuckles to Shaman Wardle. And Shaman Wardle meet...
Oh yes, Sonic the Hedgehog, I should have realized. Welcome.
Knuckles hears that Sonic is the sidekick to Tails. A bit of lying on the CV. Shaman Wardle, or Warple, or whatever, the D's and the P's look the same, has grave warning. The two Enchanter Kings have been taken captive. Errol Blackthorn was sent to mount a rescue, but he never came back. Well, he did come back, but, he doesn't look the same anymore. Yep, you can definitely tell this is a Nigel Kitching drawing. Errol Blackthorn has been transformed into something that vaguely resembles Trog. He's been transformed into a much stronger, more dangerous kind of monster. Tails is set up against the mighty Errol Blackthorn, or Thorpe, I can't remember his name at the time. I'm terrible at this. I'm so sorry. However, Knuckles obviously knows that Tails is not really the fighting type. Whew, thanks, Sonic.
So you're Sonic, Tails' sidekick, eh?
Everyone keeps saying so it must be true. Knuckles being the one that actually has, the kind of, brawler physical behavior, actually manages to take on the possessed Errol. They chain him up and begin formulating a plan. Or at least Knuckles says that Tails has a plan. He doesn't want to embarrass Tails, but instead he decides to embarrass Sonic instead. Because he thinks that he could be brought down a peg or two, and they don't worship Sonic here. Set off to the bridge to the land beyond. They make it on to the other side. Land beyond, it doesn't look nice. It's very grey. It seems that someone's followed them over the bridge. You don't think Errol's escaped? It's not Errol, it's Moraine, Errol Blackthorn's sister. Of course, there's always someone with a relative, isn't there? Moraine Blackthorn? It just looks like girl Tails. But Errol Blackthorn just looks like big Tails. So, yeah, that tracks. You think that's because I'm a girl I'll get in the way? Let me tell you something, there's nobody in the Nameless Zone that can best me with a sword. Sensitive or what? This was the 90s. Things were different back then. Nowadays we'd obviously welcome the female barbarian superheroes. Now they find themselves surrounded by Trogs troglodytes. Or goblins, I don't know what they're called. Just evil people. They are now surrounded by evil people. So, having a third member to the party wouldn't exactly be a bad thing. You're good, Sonic. It's funny though. I always thought you were blue. Blue? Yuck. That's my least favorite color. Knuckles, never change. However, Tails is actually being watched from afar through a magic green rock. Trog got a downgrade. Thanks, Nigel.
I will soon have my revenge on that little two-tailed freak.
Goes on a bit, doesn't he? Look, Trog, everyone knows how Miles Prower beat you, but you've become obsessed, old boy.
You weak fools! How can creatures like you understand vengeance? But you will soon understand soon enough. The moon is nearing its zenith. The time is almost here. The time when I will be able to summon forth the Dark One. You Enchanter Kings will be changed into a superior form. You will become like me.
Oh, I managed to spit up a few times just saying that. Moraine wonders why Knuckles as Sonic does not lead, because he is by far more powerful. Guys, I really think we should give up now. A lot tougher than it looks, eh? Prower, we have them beaten. This is no time to surrender. You're absolutely sure about that, are you? Whoopsie. Well, they've been captured and taken to the dungeon. The Dungeon of Fungeon. We have Tails, famed hero of the people in the Nameless Zone. Knuckles, mistaken for another man. And Moraine, warrior fox of the Nameless Zone. Just good that they gave us a rundown of the characters, just in case some of us read it the wrong order. And here we go. Trog meets Prower again at last. Trog gives Moraine a bit of exposition on how he transformed Errol Blackthorn, but to transform the Enchanter Kings, he needs more power. The time is at hand, the moon is approaching its zenith, and he shall now call forth the Dark One, the one whose name is never spoken. It's Alan. Yep, that's his name now. The Dark One is Alan. He looks like a goat. Back in issue 21 when we first saw Alan, he looked a lot more like a fox with devil horns. Now he just looks like a goat. This is a bit of a downgrade, I honestly think. Everyone's looking at this Alan character. If they're gonna save the Enchanter Kings, they better do it now. But then Trog, conveniently, looks behind him, and he calls forth the power of the Dark One to trap them. Now look here, Trog, you've gone too far this time. Too far?
This, my old friends, is only the beginning.
What a cliffhanger. We'll resolve that next episode. Closing out the video today is the 7 Badniks of the Sonic's World subline, I guess. Written by Mark Ailey, art by Mike Hidley and John Burns. Our story begins in the Hilltop Zone lava lakes. Look at that, Sonic's got a fire extinguisher. It seems that the synopsis of the story is that the Badniks are so area specific that Sonic just devises new, easier ways to eliminate them. For instance, use a fire extinguisher against a fire-located enemy. Sometime later, the Badnik Army Repair Functionaries, aka BARF, return. It's Cam and Bert, and Cam seems to have gotten a downgrade. I don't know, just like the human lips on the cat, just, it doesn't look right. Up, and Dr. Robotnik just ejects himself from his Eggmobile. He doesn't crash land or anything, he's just in the next frame just completely landed. That's just confusing. Recapping the events, Dr. Robotnik has a new idea which he stole from Cam and Bert. Relocate Badniks from other zones into other zones. That way it can act as a confusion tactic. If Sonic has gotten the hang of certain enemies being in a certain place, and devises tactics around that, then this will throw in a new variable. The plan is to relocate all the Badniks from the Palm Tree Panic Zone to the Green Hill Zone, making it an impregnable fortress. Actionable pun detected. Barf immediately deploy to go capture live Badniks. They arrive at the Miracle Planet, which, if you remember from earlier in this video, disappeared. So this story takes place before that one. Let's just agree with that. The Barf have arrived at Palm Tree Panic, and have requested an audience with all the Badniks of the zones. The Badniks initially refuse, but Bert just gives one of them a big clonk with the hammer, and they all line up onto their spaceship. It seems that someone has seen the Badniks leave Palm Tree Panic. Once they finally arrive at the Green Hill Zone, all the new Badniks just immediately open fire on the old Badniks because they believe themselves to be superior.
Let's scrag 'em.
What the hell's a scrag? If they said scrap, I would understand, but what's a scrag? It's like scrap and frag. Well, it looks like the plan has gone to crap, and so Bert jumps out the ship, shouting Banzai! In an effort to save the plan, Bert and Cam direct all the Green Hill Badniks onto their ship. Back at the Palm Tree Panic Zone, seems that Sonic and the Freedom Fighters have set up a swell holiday destination. Bert and Cam notice that Sonic the Hedgehog is on the beach. They then tail back to Green Hill Zone to try and convince the Palm Tree Panic Badniks to leave Green Hill to get him, but they decide it's just not worth convincing them and just head back to the Barf research facility. They begin grafting parts from their Badnik prototypes onto the old, outdated Green Hill Badniks. This creates a new kind of Badnik, the 7. We have Metamoto, Chopalien, Motobotnik, Buznik, Krabinator, Krabaton, and Bazorgski. The new 7 Badniks helo drop right into the Green Hill Zone.
We are the 7. Honor, humility, and valor.
The new 7 Badniks have become indestructible, and completely eviscerate the Palm Tree Panic Badniks, before eventually rounding up the survivors and just leaving the 7 in charge of Green Hill. Well, once the Palm Tree Panic Badniks finally Return home, they immediately get trashed by Sonic the Hedgehog and the gang. Oh well, but how would they fare against the Seven? Well, that's all for this episode of This Amazing Tale of Adventures. I would like to give special thanks to my guest stars for popping in.
Hey, I'm TheGuySilver. Thanks for having me.
Alright, back to the present day now. Okay, I prepared the next few videos in advance, so they'll probably release on a more regular schedule for just a little, just a smidge. In the time it took to make this video, they announced and released one parody game, Sonic Origins Plus, and then announced Sonic Superstars. Wow. I also wanted to include an advertisement for Sonic the Comic Con, but that was not going to happen, so instead I made like that parody trailer. I'd like to give thanks to everyone involved in this video production, and to the people of the Sonic the Comic Discord, who have been very helpful and supportive in making this come to fruition. And I will now sign off with a message I forgot to say at the beginning of the video. Hoi hoi!
Keep watching, guys. There's no telling what kind of deadly bandit Robotnik has come up with this time. Keep watching, guys. There's no telling what kind of deadly... Dadley? What's Dadley? Right. Keep watching, guys. Okay, I believe that's it for that page. I'll be back. Hey, good line. I must remember it. I'll be back. He spends his time cooking up crazy bandits to try and kill me. We all make mistakes, Creepoid. Now let's go after the Metallix. It's get after the Metallix. Ugh. Never thought I'd have to go back to the Miracle Planet. Never thought I'd have to go back to the Miracle Planet. Never thought I'd have to go back to the Miracle... Oh, I've lost the wheel! The wheel's come off again! The stupid chair! My God! Come on! The chair keeps falling apart! I've only had it for a few months. Oh, cut it! Right, sorted. Hang on. Yeah. Oh, were you shitting me? I just put it back in! It just fell off a... Oh! Come here! Right, stay there. Stay in your compartment. Asshole. Right. The Brotherhood are bound to come after us, but my knowledge of these caves are gonna give us a fucking... I can't read. The Brotherhood are bound to come after us, but my knowledge of these... But not... Nah. The Brotherhood are bound to come after us.
You were hiding from me?
You bet I was. Sonic is such an asshole. What the hell? Poker, old buddy, that wasn't... Nah. So let's yank that thing out.